Hello, Collective. Welcome into your reading. This is going to be for a very specific group of individuals. And if you have been seeing the number 6 everywhere you go, that's a real big clue that this message is for you. This definitely feels like divine guidance coming through, a very angelic or star system energy. We are going to use the storybook dice today, and I'm going to toss them onto the mat down here. So I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see that part, and then bring it back up. We're going to get a few more charms, anything that you will recognize that this message is clearly for you. So, in meditation, I was seeing that 6 and the 9, so I rolled the astro dice. I have the 8th house, I have the Cancer symbol, and Uranus. Now, what's interesting for me is that 8th house is a very fixed energy, 111 on the timer, and Cancer is a very flowing, fluid energy. So it almost feels as if there's a container and this energy is just kind of like flowing around inside of one space, one container. So it could be in reference to one particular area of your life. It could be about a particular emotion. And then what's also interesting about the 8th house is this does have to do with finances, shared assets. It felt like I wrote down shared wealth, but what I just heard is group wealth. 202 on the timer. Interesting. Group wealth. Okay. So this has to do with regeneration, your finances, legacies. So I also, what I was feeling in meditation was very calm and soothing, just serene, serenity kind of feeling, just as if you were sitting back and overlooking a calm, still lake. And there the hummingbird just showed up. So let's pause this, bring the camera down so you can see me throw the dice where they are. You can screenshot that if you like, if you want to take a look at this while we go ahead and pull cards. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as I pulled the camera down, I felt a strong sense to light some sage, like an energy needed, cleansed, cleared, something to that effect. And then I was reminded of my bell. And so I went to go grab it, and the little toggle that's inside, it was completely stuck and jammed up inside, and it wouldn't ring. Okay, almost like you couldn't clear an energy, perhaps. Um, and I had to put in a little bit of effort to get that working again. I feel as if that's all part of the message here. Very interesting. And that sage is definitely still going. Okay, I'm going to mute the microphone while I do this because it's rather loud, and then I'll turn that back on. Okay, what was funny about that is that one flew off and it hit the wind chime down here on the floor. That's interesting. And it was rather loud, like a very loud, almost a gong kind of thing. This one's slightly on here. I'm going to leave it. It's the fork and knife, and it happens to be right here near a message about home. So it feels like something on the outer edge, the outskirts of home. And possibly this is that 8th house on the outskirts of home. give me a second here. There's something here. We were talking about group wealth, shared wealth, legacies, and the fork and knife. Not consuming. Oh, thank you. Got it. So in this Cancer energy does have to do with being very conscientious, intuitive, inspiration. It's expressed either as inspiration or rebellion. And then becoming independent and original. So it's as if not consuming what maybe you learned at home. This could have to do with food. This could be about consuming energies, consuming ideas or ideologies. Okay. Now we have ABC up here with how can I increase love? Oh my gosh, the ABCs of love. Increasing love. So it's definitely step by step. But also, what's interesting is when you would think of doing something step by step, that would be A, B, C. But here, A is on top, B and C is on the bottom. So it feels as if, again, with this upside down, this is like taking your uniqueness, and then building from that. We'll pull some cards on this. We have what appears to be some type of a drink with a glass of ice. It is here a message about romance. So we have increasing love and romance, and we have it's on the line with something to practice. Interesting. Then we have a lightning bolt here, a message from the subconscious and what you need to balance. Okay, so again, Cancer being this very fluid, and I'm thinking about this rebellion. It could be an out of balance memory. A shadow, because it's of the unconscious, but something is being woken up. So you're recognizing this, okay? Let me pull the camera back up, and then we're going to grab some cards. Okay, I just keep thinking about this. No longer consuming what you learned previously about love. No longer practicing that. You're waking up to an old belief that does not work for you. Might work for someone else or others. But for you, it's something in the shadow. It's like I'm hearing misrepresentation. Misinformed, misguided. Because it may have very well worked great for this person, but they have different system. They have different shadows. For you and your shadow, you and your subconscious, the way you think, act, believe, and store information, it's no longer working. You're waking up to this. And this is definitely giving me the feeling that it's something very refreshing, a refreshing idea. Oh, and we had regeneration. So refreshing a romance, possibly if you are already in a romantic relationship, or just refreshing your romantic side, tapping into that giving and nurturing and romancing yourself, romancing others. But it's a new, fresh idea. Okay, let's get a few more symbols. If this is sounding like your message, I'm hearing this is confirmation, like you're on the right track, okay? And I'm reminded again of 11. So that could be very significant for someone. Okay. Oh, we have a seahorse. We have a crescent moon with a heart. We have a little baby rabbit. And she's got a flower in her hair. That's given Hawaii for someone. Doesn't have to be. I'm seeing a key with 2 hearts. Wow, I had no idea this was going to be like a love reading. A pink 5. I'm hearing the scent of change. Oh my gosh, we have the rabbit and we have a carrot. That's never happened before. And the top of this carrot, I don't know if you can see this or not, but like the topper of it, it's shaped like a heart. Okay. We have a mermaid. So we've got not only Cancer, but we've got this mermaid and seahorse. I see them as moving in the same mannerisms. We have a dragonfly, which also is found very often near water. And we have an anchor that says love. What the heck, you guys? This is definitely there's a strong feminine energy here, okay? And it feels like tapping into that feminine energy, because I'm being reminded that even as a seahorse, the males carry the eggs. So it feels like it's a very fertile time for you, whether you're man or woman, doesn't matter. A very fertile time that you are carrying these great ideas. Maybe you've had old ideas or even attempted it, and you're going to try something new. You're refreshing, coming back to that again and refreshing that idea of what you would like in love, of what you would prefer a relationship to be. It feels like you are the one creating and generating this electricity of love within you, and therefore it's building that strong foundation when someone else approaches you. And with that anchor, I just keep hearing anchored in love. So this feels as though this is for a collective who feels their energy comes from like this soul. It comes from love. So I'm relating that to Venus, Venusians. We have one fortune cookie here. Your life will be prosperous. The more you increase love within, the more your life will be prosperous. You fill yourself with love, you attract love. that is prosperity. So it feels like you're going to be very prosperous in love. And that can be in relationships, but it can also be love of humankind, love for humanity, love for the animals, love for nature, love for the beauty in those small moments. I don't know, I'm seeing someone out for a walk and then happening upon this beautiful flower bed and just truly like sensing the love that those flowers are emitting. It's like you're exchanging energies with everything, innate objects, other living, growing plants, seeds. This is what's helping you grow. This is what's helping the prosperity grow. All right. Oh my goodness. From the animal spirit oracle here. I always forget. Is that what she calls this one? The spirit animal oracle. Well, first card out is dragonfly, and we already have that out here. So confirming. Card number 22, and that's reminding me, when I looked up a while ago, it was 1022. I don't remember what I was saying, but I just kind of noticed it, and the card 22 is definitely coming out. So this is an alignment. I'm hearing 2 by 2, like the story of the ark. 2 by 2 coming in, pairing up for the purpose of procreation. Now, this could even be in business. Truth transcends illusion. On the bottom of the deck is the owl spirit. You see clearly now, card number 43. Oh, wow. This goes along with the reading that's coming out tomorrow, I believe, about seeing clearly now. It has the card of the Magi. It's called the outcome. That's what's in the thumbnail. We also have otter spirit. You are never alone. In the shape of a heart. 42 equals 6, which is where we started this whole reading. Something in particular that's standing out to me incredibly strong in this card is the turquoise. It's really pulling me in. Is turquoise. You could be working with turquoise, wearing a lot of turquoise. Maybe looking up the spiritual meaning of turquoise stones or the color. But there's something very significant there. We have card 45, parrot spirit. Watch your words. 45 equals 9, which is that 6 reversed. I don't know why that seems so prominent, but it does. It's like it's the same thing turned upside down. That's the reference that they keep giving me. Watch your words. Same thing turned upside down. So you might be really focusing in on what you say, the actual words you use, or the mannerism in which you speak, or be clear in your intention when you're speaking, and projecting more love into the world, into your relationships, whether it be a personal relationship, it could be with family, it could be with lover, it could be at work, whatever that is. It feels like you're being mindful, consciousness. Yes. Cancer, consciousness about your communication concerning love. All right, then we have card 37, Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. So in the background, first of all, that color, turquoise-ish color, caught my eye. And as I looked closer, if you can see, that's kind of like the flower of life. And all of a sudden, the scent wafting from this candle, it's like it just got stronger. Just filled the air. I feel like that's part of the message. I mean, we do have the perfume bottle, the scent of love. It's like you're giving off the scent of love everywhere you go. Not only, first of all, the scent. Second of all, you're speaking it. It's, oh my gosh, like every once in a while, it's as if an angel standing on the other side and just like pushing that towards me. It smells really good, actually. Mahogany whitewood. Okay. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. It feels as if you are sharing the word to many more people. And as you do this love, and a lion, the pride, the family, and we have message about home. There's definitely something, this comes back to that group wealth. What did I had written shared wealth, and this is saying group wealth, legacy, being very conscientious. You are very intuitive, so you're recognizing things easier, quicker. Yeah, the owl spirit, you see clearly now. So this feels like you're seeing beliefs that other people's shadows possibly taught you growing up. Wow, this is super interesting. I thought this was going to be a very quick 10-minute reading, and that is not how this came out at all. So, what do we need to know about ourselves? And then what do we need to know about other people's energy? So what do we need to know about ourselves? What's the super important thing for this collective to know about themselves? Bottom of the deck, the darkest night. So this could be that your ego is learning a lesson that maybe they've been actively expressing through rebellion, and now it's inspiration, or noticing times that you act or express yourself in whatever form that is. You would rebel against it, and now you see it as inspiration. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. Wow. We have connection. This is those two people. This is also reflective. It looks like the exact same person that you're looking in a mirror. So you might be recognizing that you do things just like someone else, in particular at home. Like your very inner circle, your family, or growing up, that kind of an energy. And that's allowing you, because you can see clearly now, that's allowing you to see where that stemmed from. And if you get to take a look and say, out of love, do I still see this as truth? Because what was the card out here? Truth transcends illusion. And that was the first card out. And tapping into your own uniqueness, your originality. Okay, we have simplicity, white rose. This is a very new, refreshed, isn't that what I wrote? Regeneration. This is a very pure state. So this could definitely be you learning something new about yourself. This could also be a new way of teaching if you have children, a new way of teaching them. And then we have ancestral healing. Yes, that's everything that we've just been saying. Things that have been passed down. Because you're seeing more clearly now. You are able to make these shifts not only for you, but for your family. The legacy. Your legacy will live on through the actions that you do, say, create now. Okay, so energies outside of us. Other family members. What do we need to know about outside energies? That meaning outside of us. Just us. Outside of self. What do we need to know? The tall poppy. So, the tall poppy speaks of standing out. Poppies also represent times of endings or death. That goes way back in that energy and their association with death. And we had the darkest night. So something of this ancestral healing in your family lineage is being, I'm hearing, revamped. Sensuality. Oh my gosh, you guys. And we have a message about romance and something to practice. So an old way of showing love, speaking love, that just doesn't serve you anymore. Now, I just got a new message. This with the fork and knife, it's kind of like maybe you grew up where, oh, you did such a good job, I'm going to take you out to dinner, or we're going for ice cream, or what have you. And your thoughts about treating yourself in that manner has led to an eating, I'm going to say problem, and then I'm also going to say disorder. Because, there's different lines there of eating issues. Let's put it that way. And how can you increase love for yourself? It's like that learning something new. Maybe like instead of going for ice cream, we go to the park to play. Because I'm seeing this, not only you changing, but changing how you teach others. instead of going for ice cream, maybe you eat that good, healthy meal and you get to feel good about the fact that that was really good for you, really healthy for you. It's a shift of something about how you treat yourself, how you romance yourself. And it's coming from a deeper source of love, a higher source of love. On the bottom of the deck, we have scarcity. That's what you're leaving behind. Perhaps in your lineage, there was a big focus of not having enough food. And that could be in this lifetime. It could be, a couple generations back, wartime, food was scarce, didn't have a lot of money, or even money to buy seeds, right? So it feels like a part of the scarcity that you are letting go of it's like I'm seeing scarcity as this great big circle. And then there's this section down here that has to do with love. Like maybe you didn't feel as though you got enough attention. And therefore that has turned into something about food or anything for that matter, what you consume mentally or actually physically eating. Something to do with mental consumption. And the more that you pour this love into yourself, because you are in such a time of purity right now, because of all the cleansing and clearing you've done, it's allowing you to renew this sense of sensuality within yourself. You're okay with standing out. Maybe other people in your family, they weren't okay with standing out, but you are. You're like, I'm okay with that. But you were taught not to because that was their fear. And so you're starting to recognize what's truly yours, what's someone else's, and move on and strengthen your own originality. Okay. Can we get some guidance here, please? Wow. I'm like so surprised by this message. Not at all where I thought this could be going. So, emotions and how you use it and exercise it and express it for inspiration or rebellion. If you grew up very limited, you get out on your own, you're like, I'm going to eat whatever I want. The rebellion in that, I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to watch as much TV as I want. I'm going to play as many video games as I want. Something along those lines. And perhaps through this opening of love, you're starting to recognize that those limits were there and set out of love. And now ego is looking at this and being like, dang, mom was right all along. Man, dad knew what he was talking about. Something to that effect. On the bottom, just when I stopped shuffling, Two of Pentacles. You're learning to make better choices for you. Free from shadow and insecurities, like making all the decisions, ruling the roost. making better, healthier decisions for yourself out of love for yourself. And in turn, everybody's better for that. Wheel of Fortune. You are most definitely going through a shift. We have the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords. You're creating peace. Plain and simple. You are creating peace within yourself, your mind, your family. Making peace with all those old things that used to really tick you off. Beautiful. Beautiful. You are making peace. Well, that was the guidance. Make peace. But I feel like you are. Any other of those old bats that you see lying around, that ego side, and this isn't about being egoic. This is the ego, the part of ourselves that wants to protect us, okay? When we can let go of what's like swirling around, contained in that spot, and break through it. I'm seeing like a glass bowl filled with water, and like you keep pushing the edge until it busts open. And then you're free to create what you truly want, as opposed to out of rebellion. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, collective, that's what I have for you today. Is there anything else here? Oh, okay. When I saw the tea leaves, all of a sudden, I just heard timing. So is there something you want? Oh, this is flipped over. Golden egg, success is assured with good plans and hard work. And the teardrops, great personal sorrow. Working through all of these sorrows, it's time. It's time to work through the sorrows and let them go. Yeah, because that golden egg, it's in here. It's in here. It's part of your soul. It's like the innermost part of you. And it's so valuable. Is there anything else? Bo, you are highly thought of. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. That's this regeneration. You're letting it go so you can start fresh. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. You are open to romance. You are open to romancing your own life, your own self. You're recognizing how valuable life is, how valuable going outside or watching the hummingbird. Those moments create that peace within. Tapping into that love creates that peace. On the bottom is the pail. It's time to get out of a situation. If you are currently in a situation, underneath that is the well, family wishes come true. And what I'm picking up on is this isn't about what your family wanted for you. You're ready to get out of that and step into your own uniqueness and your own drive and your own creativity. What do I want to do? Are we here to live life with others? Yes. Do we need connections? Yes. Is it important in our life? Yes. 4000 on the timer. 4, stability. But this is about you and your soul and creating what it is you want to do without everybody else's input. You can see those suggestions now and think, okay, well, that does not resonate with me because I can see that comes from one of your fears. And you don't have to tell the person that, but you have this inner wisdom like that doesn't resonate for me. Okay, collective. And it was 44 as I said that. That's what I have for you today. I hope this helps. This was fun. What a surprise. Lovely surprise. And I will see you next time. Until then, as always, lead with love, which apparently you're already doing. I'll see you next time. Bye now.